This is Two Nuts in the Sack, signing on live from Bellingham. My name's Julie.
My name's Gavin. Start off with this day in history. Today marks the day that Nelson Mandela was released from his prison. Now, there's a lot of controversy that surrounds this because many believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison. This has become a phenomenon known as the Mandela effect, which has been defined as a recent refinement of false memory that typically refers to pop culture or current event references. But it's possible proof of alternate reality. It was first described by self-titled paranormal consultant Fiona Broom. So, the Mandela effect is a big thing. Like, lots of people remember things that don't actually turn out to be true. Like Kirk Douglas, who died last week at the age of 103, was rumored to have died in the mid-80s. And there was a famous Whitesnake song.
I know this one well.
That in one version, it says, like a hobo. What song am I talking about, babe?
Here I Go Again on My Own.
Right. So the line was, like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. But many people remember it as, like a hobo, I was born to walk alone.
Here's the conspiracy.
Conspiracy. How about, do you remember the family of bears?
Yes. Yes.
From children's, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Children's books. What was that name?
The Berenstain Bears.
Correction. It was the Berenstain Bears. Now, personally, I believe it was Berenstain Bears because I remember reading those books religiously when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think you're on crack.
Because I remember it as the same as you?
Oh, I thought you said opposite. I thought you said opposite.
No,
Excuse me.
no.
Okay.
No. Berenstain is it's an underwear stain is what that is, because it was the Berenstain Bears. So long as I can remember my whole life, I always knew them as the Berenstain Bears. But as evidenced on the internet, or the interwebs, depending on your nationality, it's the Berenstain Bears with an A, which just blows my mind. But this is the Mandela effect, because it's something that we remember from when we were kids that turns out to be different. So how about the Monopoly Man? Does he have a monocle or does he not?
He totally has one. No, I swear by it.
I would too. But no, the Monopoly Man has never worn a monocle.
Lies, I tell you, lies.
Definitely no monocle.
Now I need to play the game because I'm just going crazy here thinking that he has to have one.
Yeah.
So now I need to pull out the game and pull out the pieces, look at the board, and make sure he has one.
But he won't.
You don't know this.
Mandela. How about, okay, here's one from our boy and our girls who are both interested in the Pokemon. Pikachu. Does he have a black tuft at the end of his tail?
Well, it kind of seems like he does because I feel like when people wear costumes that they do have one when in costume.
But in reality, no black tuft was
Oh
solid
my
yellow tail.
gosh. No way.
Totally. Okay. Sleeping Beauty. We all remember this one. So, or no, I'm sorry. Sorry. Snow White. My bad. What does the witch say to her mirror on the wall?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
No.
What?
No.
What?
The line is magic mirror on the wall. Mind blown.
Wow, I can't believe it. I just feel like my whole childhood is ruined.
Pretty much. Just wait, it gets better. So, okay. We love Queen. All right. The song, We're the Champions. How does it end? It's we are the champions of the world, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Bam, bam, bam. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. Finish?
Of the world?
Absolutely not.
It's gotta be of the world. I seriously, I remember it being of the world.
That's what I remember too, but no. And I've checked. It ends. We are the champions.
I just can't believe it.
Fade out.
I've listened to that song a million times, and I swear it says of the world in the end.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, proven wrong.
I researched for the show. Okay. So now here's something that hits a little bit closer to home for you. Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
Massive battle.
Yes.
Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
Possibly the best movie in the franchise.
Absolutely.
What does Darth Vader say to Luke as he's standing there holding his crippled hand because he no longer has his lightsaber? You know the scene?
I am your father. Or he says, Luke, I am your father. Right?
No.
What?
He says, no, I am your father.
GTOF, man.
GTFO?
Oh, that one. That's the one I was trying to say. I got it wrong. Damn it. Now I'm swearing anyway, so what's it matter?
Well, you know.
I was trying to keep it clean.
All right, this one got me, where I literally had to go back, watch footage. C-3PO.
Yes.
Gold robot.
Yes.
Solid gold robot.
Solid gold robot. Curse my metal body, I wasn't fast enough.
C-3PO has silver leg.
No, he doesn't. He is solid gold. He is solid gold. I swear to it. He is solid gold.
When introduced, C-3PO has a silver leg.
You're going to have to prove that to me.
We'll go back and watch the footage, but that's a thing. So, basically the Mandela effect is just our brain just wants to put everything together. Nice little package, helps us remember, and so we sort of just lump everything together. So it's caused by basically that is that your brain has to compartmentalize things because there's so many neurons firing, so many synapses all at the same time. So what this Mandela effect or Mandela effect is basically our brains compensating, and we remember most of the things, but we sort of forget the finer details. And so it's basically just our brains tricking us into thinking that we knew something the way that it was. But here is conspiracy number 2. All of these aberrations are caused by, drumroll please, CERN, the Large Hadron Collider. Now, when we were looking into turning on the Large Hadron Collider, there were some people that were worried that we would create black holes, which many had perceived as a possible doorway into another dimension. And so we may have, when we activated the CERN Hadron Collider to try and figure out the basis for the Higgs boson particle, aka the God particle, when we did that, we opened up small wormholes. And these led to different universes. And some of those things bled into our universe. But when I was researching this, I found some really cool stuff. You want to hear about it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, the Large Hadron Collider at CERN is not the only particle accelerator that has ever been developed. There is a site in Texas that is 3 times the size of the Hadron Collider in Texas. It has been abandoned for quite some time now. So it makes you kind of think, why did they abandon it? Is that maybe why we thought Kirk Douglas died in the mid-90s? Because he actually did die? But we turned on a hadron or a particle collider, opened up a black hole, and allowed another universe to seep through, which made it so that Kirk Douglas became alive again. I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's like the butterfly effect, where it's like just a small little thing can change the course of history.
Just a drop of water in an endless sea?
That was deep. But that is just the thing, because the reason why we call it the Mandela effect is because many people believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 80s. But in fact, he died in 2013. And again, I mean, like, it's common knowledge now, but why do so many people believe that he died in prison? If today was the day that he was released from prison, on this day in history. Food for thought.
Yeah, sure is.
If that ain't a kick in the nuts, I don't know what is.
All right, everyone. Good night. This is Two Nuts in the Sack signing off.